but yeah, so that's how things are going. But how was Easter, guys?
Ate a lot of food, and took 2 naps, one each day. It was great.
Yeah. What hole did you start your nap on Sunday and wake up? What hole were they on Sunday?
Sunday, it was only about a 30-minute power nap, so it wasn't very long.
Okay.
I can't remember what though.
All right.
Believe it or not, on Sunday, I did not fall asleep during the Masters. I did not take the Sunday golf nap.
Oh
I was,
wow.
I
Wow.
was pleasantly surprised with myself. There, at one point, I think Brooks and Hovland were on 12, and I kind of could see myself maybe committing to the nap, but I powered through it and did not do the golf nap on Sunday, which I was kind of proud of myself for holding the line and staying awake.
Well, I wish I wouldn't have because I was at my grandma's from like 11 to like 3:45, and then I crashed at like 4 for like similar to Ethan about a half hour nap, and then I couldn't sleep the rest of the night. So I wish I didn't take a nap, but sometimes things just kind of happen that way, and then I didn't sleep for shit last night, and gotta learn to avoid those dreaded 4 o'clock naps.
You're like a child. You napped way too late in the evening hour.
I know. I didn't plan for that to happen. It was just I just ate way too much food. You know, we were at my grandma's. Like I was telling Ethan before, it was the first time like our entire family was together for a holiday since Christmas of 2019.
Oh, wow.
So there were a lot of people. There were a lot of noises. You were talking. You were just having a great time because just being with family. I had a cousin who was in Japan working, and he got back, so I got to see him. He was telling us about that. My cousin Logan was talking about some of his hunting adventures. We were watching the Masters. He decided he was going to flip it. We watched some figure skating for a while.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
That's terrible.
It was like Blades. It was like Blades of Glory, so it was all right.
Okay.
You know. Yep.
I mean, I took my nap at like 3:30, and I fell. I mean, literally, I didn't wake up until this morning when I woke up and Boone's ass was in my face.
Right.
So, I mean, like, you could probably still sleep just fine.
Yeah, the good news is I don't have pink eye now either, so got that going for me.
I don't have that yet. Let's see.
It's coming.
Yet. It takes about 48 hours for that bad bacteria to grow in your eye.
It's the Ed Ordrin. We coming and we ain't backing down. That's pink eye to Ethan right now.
I hope not. That would be bad.
But the Masters did take place, and Jon Rahm was the winner. Coming from behind and dealt with the elements, dealt with a tree falling down. You know what's also incredible too is like how that tree fell down on Friday, and within a half hour it was already picked up. I think the rest of the world should just take notice of how Augusta is running. If we ran the rest of the world like Augusta, we would not have the issues that we have.
I think it's more amazing.
This world. What's that?
I thought it was more amazing no one died. Like, there was literally someone that fell, like, standing
It was like right. She is the luckiest woman in the world. It fell right in between her.
It's close to Augusta, but she should have gone there right after that shit happened.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? With how well this oiled machine is, that is Augusta National, where they have the world's biggest rainstorm on Friday, and Saturday they just say, you know what, hey, we're gonna get this thing figured out and finish this tournament. Actually, probably around the same time it normally would have been done on a given day. Even if that tree would have fallen on that woman, they would have finished the tournament, and we would have forgotten this woman died. They would have. Yeah,
probably. You're probably right.
Said, to hell with her. Hey, you know what? You shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have been by a tree. You knew the weather was going to be bad. Sorry, sweetheart. But we got a golf tournament to finish because we got $15 million to hand out.
Yeah.
Hey,
And Jon Rahm, I mean, he was, Brooks Koepka, he's only a 54-hole player, 72, and we say this jokingly, but I don't know. I feel like that might have had something to do with it because it really wasn't anything Rahm did. He just kind of let the course come to him, and he just wasn't going to make any mistakes, where Brooks just could. That final round in probably the last like 24 holes, he just could not find the fairway at all, and he had a late surge, but it was still too little too late. But Rahm just kind of just let the game come to him. He didn't have to do anything over the top, and found himself at the turn up two shots, the opposite of what he was when he started the final round.
Well, I mean, it basically exactly what we described what these guys need to do is get off to a hot start Thursday, Friday, try and get some holes in Saturday, and then come back Sunday. But whoever got off to the hot start, they were going to win, and that's exactly what happened. Koepka, Rahm, Spieth. If he doesn't completely shit himself the back nine of the third round, I mean, he probably might be 13, 14 under. Like, he looked, was it 6 under, I think, in the last round, 7 under, something like that?
Him and Phil both.
Yeah, and like it was whoever came out hot was going to have a chance, and that's exactly what happened. They were able to at least play decent enough to play maybe 1 over, 2 over on Saturday, and then get the good weather again Sunday.
Well, then also, I don't know if there's any truth to this or not, but the group in front of Koepka and Rahm, they were playing super slow on Sunday, and apparently
Patrick Cantley.
The one thing that just agitates Brooks to the moon and back that I read today was when people play slow. So do you think maybe that was also mentally affecting his game? I
think
it has to.
It's golf. It's a crazy, stupid game. These people are playing slow in front of him, and by the time he finally gets a chance to tee off, because these guys are away, he's so agitated that he thinks too much and he tries too hard, and he ends up not in the fairway.
It's possible.
I don't think it's something you can completely dismiss, because I'm someone too that I don't like sitting around waiting on a golf course, I'm not a professional, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not someone that I like sitting around waiting all the time. I like getting up, maybe waiting a little bit, but I'm someone that we get to the tee box, I'm walking to the tee, I'm teeing up, I'm hitting, and I'm getting ready to go. I don't like waiting around. You sit there, and depending on who you're with, it gives you more opportunities to drink alcohol, and it affects the more I'm not one that I can drink. I'm not very good when I'm drinking heavily either. So I think there is some truth to it, but that's something that you have to, maybe this is something that Brooks looks at there's something I got to do, that when something like this happens, I got to do something that'll take my mind off the sitting, waiting, the frustration part of it, because it wasn't just him. Jon Rahm was dealing with the same thing, and it didn't affect him. So that comes into the mental aspect of the game of golf.
Was I the only guy that picked the person that made it past the cut?
Yes, you were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yep. Justin Thomas sucked. Tom Hoagie sucked.
Rory
sucked.
Rory sucked. What did he end up as even? I don't even know.
It was it was over +4.
Yeah. I know DJ, I think, ended up +8 or something after he made the cut.
Yeah. Tiger was +9 before he withdrew.
Yeah, he was
and
struggling.
That's unfortunate that we won't ever see him win another Masters,
Or
unless he's able to. He could probably fill out a waiver and be able to use a cart, but Tiger won't do that. He's got too much pride, and it's that's not how you golf. Once he gets on the Champions Tour, yeah, he'll probably do that. But he's going to have everything break right for him. He's going to have the weather. He's going to have his swing locked in. And his body is just failing him. That's exactly what it is. 7,500 yards, 4 straight days. Your body's going to wear down, especially when your leg was almost amputated.
Was it the first round? It was either the first or second round. He hit one. He was basically standing in the bunker. The ball was outside of the bunker, and as soon as he hit it, he's up there hopping on his left foot because his right foot's hurting so bad. It's like something. I don't know if it was his right foot that had the plantar fasciitis or what, but something totally was not right.
It was that right foot. And I think, Ethan, I know exactly what shot you're talking about. I think that was on the first day, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was, and he's hobbling around even after
because,
that.
To your point, was the right foot in the sand and the left foot was on the grass, or were they both in the sand?
Yeah, like his left foot was like kneeling or something, or I can't remember. It was just a super, super, super awkward stance.
They may have even both been in the sand, but he didn't have that balance on the ground because he only had 6 inches before his ball would have been in the bunker. And it's almost like in that situation, you wish you were just in the bunker.
You just accidentally knocked it in.
Oh, look at that. He's walking up to it. No, shoot, look at that. It just fell right in there. What a shame.
Yeah, but was a great tournament.